Hello, and thank you for joining me tonight. I just thought I would do just a nice, easy, kind of fun video going through and using my palm stone collection. So I have a nice little amount here, as you can see, and I use these when I see people for treatments, and I like to offer clients stones to hold. I allow anyone to pick the ones that they feel most called to, so please let me know in the comments if there are ones which ones you would be called to, what your favorite ones, or what you're feeling the energy from, or feelings from. But I thought what we would do is kind of use them a little more ASMR heavy tonight, because I just love the sound of these together. But we're going to also make a grid like the human form. So sometimes when I see someone and I feeling called to using a stone, and say, sometimes like if someone's having sinus issues, I might be called to use certain stones, but I can't place them on their physical body, right? So I generally will put them, say, even close to it, under the table or under the pillow. So tonight's kind of fun for me, because I get to act as if this is, we're gonna say your head's this area here, and then we'll move down and just kind of grid the whole body with palm stones. Just whatever we're being called to, just kind of a loose, like what the energies are feeling, like where they want to go tonight. So, and I got some new ones to share that I'm excited to use in future videos as well. So what I wanted to do first was, let's clear the energies with the selenite. Yes, you know I love to use selenite. So we're just going to clear this whole area, since we're going to be intending this to be as if you are here. So if you wanted to, I invite you to relax. Just close your eyes if you'd like, or watch, because it's kind of a nice video to look at all the different stones and colors and to see what they might bring up for you. Okay, just going to set this here for now. I might use that again later. Just going to make room. And what I wanted to do was infuse the stones with the frequency of love. So I have the heart chakra seam bowl, and I'm going to just set that in the center here. I'm just going to use the vibrations, the heart center, and infusing the stones themselves, the energy in the room, and in general. Alright, so I'm just going to turn this microphone down just a little bit. to relax and enjoy this time together as the energy flows. If you would like, we can use this session as well for healing, releasing. So we wanted to envision just allowing the breath to carry out anything that needs to flow out. Alright, bring them back in together. So we're going to start with stones that resonate with the throat. And the reasoning behind that is it, first of all, provides me a grid line where I can kind of go up and down from, but also I have quite a few stones that resonate in the throat chakra area. And I'm feeling that as a collective, that is an area that is needing addressing a little bit further. And I know my last video on the throat chakra seems like quite a few people found it helpful. So I know in my life there's a lot of people healing from different illnesses, but not just that, but it seems to be a thyroid, under an active thyroid seems to be kind of like coming up as well, just when I'm seeing people. So I just thought we would start in that area. Okay, so we're using, this is just a beautiful piece of lapis lazuli. Isn't that amazing? So, but I do have quite a few pieces, and we're going to just use everything that we have today. I have one more piece, this little cute baby piece as well, little tiny pond stone. This one actually, sometimes I use it as the third eye chakra stone, but I do have some others for that, so we'll use this in the throat area as well. And just to kind of grid that a little further, I thought we would bring in this pretty piece of chrysocolla. So, it's not pretty, it's got a beautiful flash. And this is a very nice piece for the kind of the throat as we go down towards the heart, along with this gorgeous piece of apatite. Very similar in shade, but just a little different. Put those beside each other here. And then going down to this gorgeous piece of Amazonite. And sometimes I use Amazonite for the heart chakra all on its own, but this one we're going to use just as one kind of going lower in between the heart here. And lung, kind of, as you can imagine, we're flowing down a little bit here. I wanted to bring in this cute and pretty piece of flower agate. This is one of the newer ones that I have brought in, and this is definitely a very friendly, warm stone. It also is really good for times when you're sowing seeds of anything new in your life, planting seeds. Maybe you're opening your heart to something or someone new, making new friends, and then this is a piece of rose quartz. And of course, these are classic for the heart. And so I like to put them kind of on either side here. And as we move through, I wanted to bring in these two pieces of rhodonite, and these are also a couple of newer pieces. Look at that beautiful shade of pink. Definitely love using this. This is forgiveness for others, showing yourself love as well. They definitely hold like a stronger energy than like a rose quartz. It feels very stable, and these have become a quick favorite to place in people's hands while they're receiving treatment. So what I'm going to do is, let's see here. No, I'm going to put them up here today, just beside our heart chakras. We might move things around a little bit as well as we go. And then we're going to work with this beautiful piece of preonite. Very unique piece, I should say. Very unique. This one might strike up different feelings. With the black tourmaline inside, it can kind of look a little different, but it's meant to draw out and heal. It's a very healing stone for those who are healers themselves, or people that are, they give a lot throughout the day, empathic. So that is going to sit right in the center of the heart. Okay, perfect. So let's move up a little bit and just have this sweet little piece of heart, this heart palm stone. It's Labradorite, amazing for calming the mind, for anxiety or anxious thoughts. Labradorite is one of my favorite actually to use in when I'm making jewelry, like the bracelets that I make. Definitely, it's very effective for calming. So it's nice to be able to actually wear it on your body. And then just to use a little higher up, more intended for the crown, is a piece of Angelite. It just happens to be a little heart as well. Angelite, of course, resonating with the angel realms and Aquarian energy, the higher mind. And definitely with all of the eclipses and moon energies in May, the crown is being activated. So if anyone else is experiencing headaches, sinus issues, you might be receiving like a crown chakra opening, and then sometimes that is not as smooth going. So that might be one of the reasons why you're experiencing extra issues or pain in the head, headaches, sinus pressure. So here's another piece that resonates with that area, more the third eye. This gorgeous, flashy piece of Labradorite. And this piece was the very first stone that I actually felt immediately when I picked it up, the energies from it. And it was one that chose me. So I just will always feel very special towards this piece. Definitely a good one to use while meditating if you're looking for communicating with your spiritual team or helpers. Okay, so let's move back down to, let's use these pieces of golden healer. And I've got two pieces, and I keep one at home and I take one to the office with me, but I wanted to bring everything I had for this video. So just love this golden healer energy. Definitely resonates with the solar plexus, but it is healing all in general with the iron oxides that it holds. So beautiful stone if you're ever looking just for a good basic like healing stone. This one's amazing, and it makes a great gift if you have a friend that's into the healing arts. Okay, so we're going to set those right there into that area of the solar plexus. And just to kind of finish off that area, I wanted to bring in the couple pieces of yellow jasper that I have. Very solid, pretty grounding for that solar. So I'll be honest, like I use yellow jasper, but since the golden healer has come into my life, I kind of switched over, but it's definitely the classic healing stone for the solar plexus, and it definitely, I just love the energy of it. It's a lot more solid feeling, grounding. So definitely will be using that as well in that area, just kind of all around the solar. Let me just actually rearrange these a little bit. Like that. Right. I want to bring in also this is another healing stone, and it's amazing for physical healing of any kind. So I would definitely want to put that just here with our other yellow stones, but it's really great just to healing the whole body. So, but I think we'll leave it in the central kind of area. And then our newest exciting stone, at least for me, is this black moonstone. Look at that gorgeous flash there. Black moonstone is definitely kind of a new favorite of mine, and I had been looking for some black moonstone palm stones, not realizing why, because it's not like a classic stone or anything, but I was at a store called Pretty Naturals and they had some new ones, and I figured that they were calling to me because they came in and I was meant to kind of find them, and they are so amazing to meditate with and to use if you're looking to connect psychically to your healing team or your spiritual team. Amazing to use for dream work. So I'm really happy with these ones. So as we move down, I will bring in this piece of peach moonstone. It's showing you my moonstone collection, which isn't huge, but I definitely like using peach moonstone for any feminine energies that are stagnant, that need a little bit of healing or love. Definitely is good for uterine issues, childbirth, anything to do with that area, balancing those energies out. And while we're there, let's bring in this piece of, it's considered rainbow moonstone, although I have found some rainbows before, but there's not a lot in this one. And sometimes when you buy things online, it's not exactly what you pictured, and this is one of those pieces. So although I love it, I don't use it very often because it just doesn't resonate as much as I was hoping for, and I like using moonstone in general for working with the moon energy, feminine energies. But this one, just because it doesn't have the flash, what I find that this works well with is drawing out negative energies and working more with balancing the yin and the yang. And the black is black tourmaline. That's what that is in there. So it is still a very healing stone. It just wasn't one that I resonated with as much as I was hoping. But we're going to place that along that area, kind of working our way down to our sacral. But this we're placing, it's just above the belly button area. And then let's bring in, for our sacral, we're going to bring in some carnelian. And these are, again, I keep one at home and one at the office. It's in this beautiful big juicy carnelian heart. This one though, it's just got that deep grounding red juiciness, and carnelian is amazing healer. It's amazing to keep with you if you're healing from like colds and flus and anything like that as well. So there's so much goodness in these juicy red pieces. So it will go down into your sacral, into your root. And then we're going to use, I don't think I've used this ever in a video. It's not terribly new. It's a piece of green jade, nephrite jade. And it's another really good healing stone. It can be for the heart, but I find this to be quite grounding. And so I wanted to use a couple stones on our knees tonight. So let's see. Let's use piece of obsidian because they're very similar shaped, very similar in energy anyways. And I use this piece of black obsidian on a regular basis for grounding. Very simple, classic, and clean feeling. So we're just going to set these here like they're on your knees. And the knee area is definitely an area where energies can get stuck or stagnant. And so I like to always place my hands on the knees for a while when I am doing any healing work. Okay, these are just pieces of malachite, and they're not the classic shape of palm stone, but I do use these and I like to add them to tonight. They can be for the heart. They're great for physical healing. Very powerful stone to use in general. Also really great for manifesting abundance. So let's just add those on either side. And then as a secondary stone, I also like to use these pieces of Jasper. So this one is a rainforest or Kambaba Jasper, really cool patterns in there. And then this is actually a piece of Ocean Jasper, but it's white, but the energy is incredibly calming and definitely very nice to use. This piece could be used right on the forehead just as a calming stone, but I do tend to use and offer these for people to hold and to rub in their hands while they're receiving treatments. They work really nice for that. So we're going to actually place these on your feet area tonight, just to add the calmingness up and through. And there's just a little space here between our knees and our root area, basically our thighs. So let's use, I have just a couple leftover or loose, although this piece of agate, it might not look like much. It is incredibly calming. And the energy of this stone, I wish I had two, because this particular stone is insanely amazing just to hold, to rub. It feels cooling, so it's really nice if you have a headache. It's just gorgeous. So let's use that. We'll use that on the thighs because we need something to just kind of tie things together. And on the other side is the piece of Caribbean calcite. Another just very calming, beautiful energy. Kind of, I don't know why it makes me think of like a milky, very dreamy, really great to use just beside your bedside table for just a good night's sleep. So we'll just use that on our other side here. And I have one stone left. So this one, I don't know if you will be able to see this on camera, but it's a purple Labradorite flash on it. And I don't think it will pick up on camera, unfortunately. Very unique, very special, very different. It's not really going to show you. You can see a little flash there, but it's got like sunset colors as well as purple. It's like every color of the rainbow when the light hits it in the right way. The other Labradorite has a easy payoff. This one, it takes a little bit more work, but it's so worth it for the colors that you can find. So for that unique nature, we're going to actually place this one above the Angelite that we have at our crown, and that is calling in, enhancing the psychic abilities, flowing through the Angelite to the Labradorite to our next Labradorite, and then through and through and through and through and through. Alright. Just offer a little bit of Reiki on our grid here. Flow the energy through. If you want to take a deep breath, release, envisioning the energy flowing in from your crown, the golden white, golden light flowing through the crown chakra and filling every cell as it moves down your forehead, your eyes, down to your nose and mouth, filling up every area that needs it, your ears, the back of your head, healing your dreams, opening up your nerve endings at the base of your skull, down to your throat, healing anything that might be stuck in that area. If you've got mucus that you're coughing, or your words that make you feel like you're choking ever, stumbling on your words like I do, down to the mid-chest area. Again, if you've got anything where you've been coughing, anything stuck in that area, that's healing, filling up every single cell of your body, allowing healing down the heart, lung, the veins, the venules, arteries, the heart area, the emotional heart. Offering yourself forgiveness and others, opening your heart to people and showing love to them and to yourself. Flowing down to the stomach area where we digest our foods, feeling happiness and joy. To the sides where our adrenals are, flowing down, flowing any intestinal area, might be blockages. In your hands for a moment, flowing that energy down the arms to the hands, and then to the sacral. Any uterus healing that needs to be done, prostate as well, some bladder healing, and acknowledging every area of your body, your back, your spine, any nerves, any referring pain, down to the root, knowing you are safe, your needs are met. And then flowing down your hips, security and safety, down to your thighs, your knees, and behind your knees, down all the way to your feet, where you can be grounded, knowing that you have your feet planted up firmly on the ground. And then we're going to just sweep up through with the selenite moving that energy up. So you may feel a bit lighter. More positive. And hopefully a little bit cared for as well. Okay, so that is our session for tonight, and I'm going to take a picture here and probably leave it on the community page so that you can see it just a little bit closer. And I hope that you found this relaxing and enjoyable in some way. And I will see you soon. Thanks for joining.